this week's why. Now this is the first why of 2018, so we're looking at goal setting. And what we're looking at today is why so many goals that people set in 2018 end up failing, and what you can do to be smart about that and set goals that will fit and that will work and that you'll be able to achieve. Now, in the new year, we always set ourselves goals that we want to, let me see, some popular ones would be I want to lose weight, I want to get fit, I want to spend more time with my kids, I want to spend less time at work, that sort of thing. Now, if I was to take each one of those as an example, I want to get fit. Now, why does that fail? Because there's no measurement. What do you mean get fit? Fitter than what? Fitter than Usain Bolt? Fitter than an elephant? Fitter than a couch smoking, biscuit eating alcoholic? What is the measurement there? What are you going to do? Are you going to get fit? But it needs to be specific. Another one that's usually really popular is I want to lose weight. Well, lose weight. Would you like to be specific about that? And what is the time frame for that? Are you wanting to lose 10 kilos in 3 weeks? If so, you're going to fail. Are you wanting to lose body fat rather than weight? Are you wanting to lose 1 kilo, 2 kilo, 10 kilos? How much weight are you wanting to lose? Because unless we're specific about this, you're going to keep moving those goalposts, and then it's going to be an eternal failure because, well, you haven't got anything to measure it against in the first place. So you see the problem that we've got here. Goals that people usually set in the new year normally aren't specific enough and normally aren't targeted to a time frame and usually aren't connected to a real life event. So therefore the goal isn't meaningless, it's just some type of fanciful idea that you want to do, but there's no end game, there's no measurements, and there's no reason for you to do that. I mean a real reason. So what can we do about this? Well, first you need to get yourself a blank piece of paper, and in the middle of it you need to put 2018. Now, without giving it too much more thought, what I want you to do is, on that piece of paper, put on there 3 to 5 things that are the biggest things that would have a biggest impact on you and your life. So if these things were fixed or changed, they would have the biggest positive impact on your life in the next 6 months. So what are those things? So you're going to have to think about that for a minute. You may well need to pause me for a second whilst you think about that. But 3 to 5 things that, if changed, would make the biggest positive impact in your life at the moment. That might not even be weight related at all. It might be something totally different. But have a think about it, and I wouldn't give yourself more than a minute, because if you have to think too much longer than that, it's going to be constructed rather than a real emotional connection. So in the middle of your paper, you've got 2018, and then you're going to put 3 to 5 things that, if changed, fixed, amended, whatever, would have the biggest positive impact on your life. All right, you should have something written on your paper now. Maybe 3 to 5 items. Now I hope you've left some space around the outside of there, because you're going to add another layer into there. So I'm a colour person. I like things in different colours. So I'd have a layer for one thing, and the next layer would be a different colour and whatever. But you can lay this out where you want, different pens, pencils, I don't know, whatever. But now I want you to look at each one of those things that you have written, whatever they are, that is going to have a positive impact on your life. I want you to write down 3 to 4 to 5 steps that you could start with in the next month that would help you get started on your route to being able to achieve that goal. These aren't going to fix them, these are going to start them. Well done. Now what you need to do is go back and do that again for the other items you've got on your sheet. So you should have 3 or 4 or 5 bubbles on your second layer bubbles on your brainstorm, and then you should have 2 or 3 or 4 words attached to those bubbles, and they're the first steps that you can take in order to achieve that goal. Now, the next bit, pay attention. All right, now for each of those outer layer words you've got on there, firstly, I want you to put these 5 things you've got into priority order. Which one is the most important one? Which one is the, I wouldn't say least important, that's the wrong word, but which one is the most important, and put them in number order from there and write a number next to each one. Once you've got that, you need to look at the number 1 item that you said that you were gonna do, and look at all the words that are around the outside of that. Third layer, what you need to now do, you should have a first steps action point for that. Now you're going to set yourself a target time-wise in order to achieve that. So is it going to be next week, 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, whatever? But you probably don't want to be setting yourself a time target too far into the future, because then time gets lost, and you're doing these in number order. So these are the most important ones, so that you're going to be doing these first. So you should be able to achieve at least one of them within the next 3 to 4 weeks, I would say. So on your third layer, you're going to add in a time. Now that's going to be a date in this year that you're going to achieve each one of those items by. That is the start of a successful target setting goals, New Year goals, and you should now have a really clear idea of how to get started. That is a taster of the NLP mental strength coaching course that we do. The next time it runs is the 5th of Feb, and it's totally online. There are videos that you can watch back that get released on intervals throughout the course, and then you can watch them all back at your leisure and work through to the end, and you get a coaching call check-in each week to make sure that you're on target. But that's the sort of thing that you would do that gets you started, and it's actual real life things that actually work, and that it's going to help you to achieve your goals. And they're all things that are here in your mind. Imagine your mind is like a toolbox, but you haven't quite found all the tools yet. Our aim is to help you locate them. So you've just had your first mini NLP coaching session, so well done. And you've also just set yourself some brand new 2018 New Year's goals, so well done. Thank you for watching, as always, our Why series. Now, like I always say, if you've got a question that you want answering or some topic that you would like us to cover, then do email me on ridingtohealth@gmail.com, and I'm happy to cover it in a future episode. Have a fabulous week.